Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, Michaela is singing again, so that means we are back in Lobby Bar for the week of August the 18th, 2025. Brian and Michaela here with you. And Michaela, it is back to school time for a lot of the kiddos out there. So, any Drink the Movies listeners, whether you're kids yourselves or whether you're parents with kids or you know someone with kids, take it easy this week, right? It's going to be stressful. A lot of stuff going on as you get them either ready to go back to school or maybe they're already back in school or you're getting in one last vacation. Take it easy on yourself. Have a good drink, something like that. Your kid already started school. He's already back to the books, right? For sure. So how has that been? You been coping with it okay?
Yeah. So we homeschool. For those of you who didn't know, and I never thought of myself as being like a crunchy homeschooler, like ones people who like live in bunkers and are preppers and unschoolers, and that's fine. It's fine if you are. That's totally cool. But no, we create a curriculum and we deliver it, and I gotta say, this year has been surprisingly not horrible. Especially there's been a lot of changes going on in my kids' household, so it's been really good. I think maybe after 5 years of juggling all of that and like a job and like life, I finally maybe got the hang of it. I say that now. I did it with the help of a really fun martini that we're going to talk about.
That's true. Yeah, martini always helps in these kind of situations. And why am I bringing up the back to school talk? Well, that is because that is where I found this cocktail today. I was thinking, we're late in the summer now. As I mentioned, school's getting ready to go back. So I was looking for like back to school cocktails just to see if there was anything fun out there. And I found someone had on a website and it was called the Blueberry Lemon Drop Your Kids Off at School Martini. And I was like, oh, that's kind of a fun little play on words there. And Blueberry Lemon Drop Martini sounds delicious. And it's not something we've ever really dabbled in here on Drink the Movies. So I thought we could mix one of these up and talk about it if we like kind of these riffs on a martini this kind of way. So what you're going to do is into a shaker tin goes, this calls for 2 tablespoons of blueberries. I don't know. That's like 6 or 7 blueberries, I guess. I don't know. Put those in there. Put 1.5 ounces of lemon juice, 1 ounce of simple syrup, and 2 ounces of vodka. You want to go ahead and make sure you muddle up those blueberries to get all the
Mm.
blueberry juice out of there. It's going to make a nice kind of pink colored cocktail for you. And after you get those muddled up, go ahead and throw in some ice, shake that, and then strain it through like a mesh strainer. Don't if you have like the cocktail shaker that has like little like holes on top, don't strain it through that. Those blueberries are going to clog that thing up. So get that strained out into a chilled martini glass. Now you can go, Michaela. You tell me if that's your jam is to go with sugar on the rim for something like this. I myself do not. I like mine to lean more on the sour fruit side as opposed to the sweet
Mm.
fruit side. But you could certainly go either way. What say you? Sugar? No sugar?
It
Half
depends on the
sugar?
drink, the type of glass that you're going to put it in, to be honest. I think if
Okay.
it's a martini glass, I would say no. If it's a coupe, I would say yes. If you're
Oh,
slipping this into your mom, Stanley,
I don't
on the
even know what
way
that
to do the
is.
drop-off line,
Moms might know, I guess.
moms, if you know, you know, then you don't need sugar. You just need to like triple this recipe, and that'll get you through the hour-long drop-off line because that's how it works these days. It is
Mm,
insane.
yep.
This is why I homeschool. But yes, yeah, you're gonna need this to drop your kids off. That whole rigmarole is nuts. This is good. This is amazing though. It's nice and fresh. Of course, with fresh lemon juice, fresh blueberries, fresh simple syrup like that you've made yourself, which is just equal parts sugar and water. Mixed together and over light heat until the sugar melts. I mean, this is simplicity and like deliciousness at its best.
Yeah, absolutely. And you could certainly dabble around with the vodkas, right? There's a lot of like lemon and citrus vodkas out there. Deep Eddy makes a really good lemon vodka. There are blueberry vodkas, so you could, amp up either of those flavors. You could totally throw in like a strawberry vodka and make like a lemon, blueberry, strawberry kind of martini. You could play around with that however you want. But I'm just going to go with straight vodka here for mine today. Let's talk about movies a little bit, Michaela. We got to see something yesterday that was extremely epic, but let's run through the top five here. We have Weapons leading the way with $25 million, followed by Freakier Friday in its second week, $14.5 million. Nobody Part 2 coming in on its opening weekend at $9.25 million. Fantastic Four and the Bad Guys round out the top five. So no real surprise there. I don't think Nobody Part 2, close close to $10 million. That's not too bad. And a strong second week for Weapons and a strong, I guess, third week for Freakier Friday to round that out. But Michaela, we went to the movie theater yesterday, a rather large group of us. And I have to say, it's pretty good that we got our tickets early because this place was packed. There were three showings of this, so if you missed them, you missed them. But it was the 35th anniversary of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It sure was. And it was crazy to be able to be there. Like you said, this is showing now. It's showing all over for like 2 days only. So I think if you missed it by now, you missed it. Sorry. But people crammed into theaters all over the United States, at least, wearing their favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirts
Hmm.
to watch the original. And I have to say, it still is my favorite of all of them. Um, I really liked like we just went out last year, I think it was last year, and saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle animation, which
Yeah,
was which was
Mutant
which
Mayhem,
was
yeah.
great.
Which we
That was
covered
great.
on an episode, so you can
We sure
listen to
did.
that. And we covered the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film from 1990 on our Patreon. So patreon.com/drink the movies. You're gonna have to scroll way back for that because we did it the same month, but some good Ninja Turtles content there.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was fantastic, and it's interesting because half of that audience were kids that were the same age as I was when I first saw this film, and half of it were people that were our age. Which
Yep.
is great, which is so cool. It's so cool when you get to like hand down some classics. And it's hard to say that a film that happened when we were like 10 was a classic, but or could be considered a classic now, like an old car, but it certainly was. It was a really, really special time.
Yeah, absolutely. There was something pretty magical, I will say, about seeing it on the big screen because, yeah, it would have been, like 9 years old when it would have been in the theaters for the first time. So seeing it again and like is kind of magical, like the way that the film was made and seeing it on that big screen again after all of these years through the lens of, now we've seen a lot more movies than we had obviously when we were, 8 years old. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool to see. So hopefully, if you were interested, you got a chance to see that. Will Secret of the Ooze make it back out for its 35th anniversary? Time will tell on that. If you didn't get out to see that, maybe you are headed out to see a new film. We got a couple of those coming out this week. Well, really, just one new film I wanted to make mention of here, and then a re-release that I think we probably missed the boat on the first time around. China did not miss the boat on that. We'll talk about that here in a second. At home, you've got Mission Impossible coming to video on demand. You have season two of Peacemaker. I've not watched that, but I hear it's pretty good, and you might be into that world now. The Superman has come back out, so that's coming out. We have the Ethan Cohen film, Honey Don't. Coming everyone's way, starring Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza, Chris Evans, Charlie Day in this. The reviews on it have been pretty spotty, which makes sense because the Coens really either are going to jive with you or not. So it could be something like that. But what about this one, Michaela? You looking forward to Honey Don't?
I am, just for the sake of being able to see the Coens brothers, right? Like they do whether you like them or not, you're gonna like at least one of their movies. Just because they have they have a really weird stylistic approach to things. Um, and so I'm not a fan of every single one of their works, but I always love to give it a chance because it's going to be at least well executed from a filmmaking perspective. It's going to have a good script. It's going to be well shot. Usually it's pretty star-studded. Margot Qualley, looking at you.
Yeah, absolutely. The just crashed into the world last year with what was that movie even called? I don't even remember now. The Substance, right, blew
The
everyone away last
substance.
year with Margaret Qualley. So yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. We have an animated film here. It's getting a re-release. Now it's notable to mention this is a Chinese animated film, and it made like 1.8 billion dollars in China. It made about 25 million dollars here in the U.S. back in February when it released. It's getting another release. I think that partially that's to see if it can like eclipse and be the top grossing film of all time. Obviously, I think that would be an interesting story, but I think also probably for a little bit of Oscar buzz here, at least stateside for that. So I'm kind of interested in this. I mean, it looks stunning. It looks like so gorgeous to see. So I don't know if I'll have a chance to get out to see it. So I would really like to, just for the sake of satisfying my own interest. But Michaela, did you hear about this? you're more tuned in to some of the animated stuff sometimes than I am. Did this go under your radar? Or I only know of it really because every week I go to Box Office Mojo to see what took the week, and it's been sitting on top of the annual box office dollars there for the whole year. So.
Yeah, I had no idea. Had no idea what it is. Yeah, I'm actually really excited though. How it's weird how this works in the marketing like world of films because you like you said, you get it if you're going to look at like Box Office Mojo. I don't know anybody who's even in to like animation movies that
Mhm.
has talked to me about this either, which is weird. And it's probably and maybe I've been living under a rock because of what's going on in my life the last couple of weeks. I don't know. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. It looks incredible. Looks incredible. The way that it's animated, and I don't even know how that works. Like if it's painted or if it's like some weird AI stuff because it's so strange looking. The animals and like the action bits look amazing. It's yeah, I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have that coming out as well if you want to check that out in your big screen theater. If you want to check out what we've had going on the podcast, last week we talked about Tremors, which was an amazing time about one of the most amazing films of all time. This week we were talking about Freakier Friday, which was a pretty good time about a pretty good movie that came out recently, especially if you're into Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. So you can check that out. And if you want to see what we thought about Freaky Friday, you can find that on our Patreon. It's patreon.com/drink the movie. So we have our bonus episode there for that. We'll be doing our hangout here shortly. So check that out if you want to get more bonus drink the movie stuff and support the podcast, all that stuff. So, Michaela, with that, school is back, which means I need a lemon drop martini. I don't have a kid in school, so I don't really care, but I can have lemon drop martini. That is absolutely true.
You
And deal
absolutely
with the,
can.
that'll help me deal with the extra traffic that is involved
That's
now.
true.
The school is back.
That's
So,
true.
all right. Well, enjoy those, everyone. Let us know if you have a good back to school cocktail, and we'll talk to you next week in the lobby bar.